Alright, welcome to the stream. I'm Newzar. This is my FTL hard 104 win streak on the world record run at this point. And last time we did the Zoltan A, and this time we're going to do the NGC, which is possibly the best ship there is. Alright, so welcome. You like this name? Marble Eyes, WQQZ. Great to see you all here. Yeah, it's crazy that FTL is gonna be that old. I started playing it. It was about a year old when I started playing it, but it was before Advanced Edition. I feel like it wasn't like insanely popular, but it had a kind of big launch because it was like the first indie game from Kickstarter that was like successful, I think. So I feel like it had some hype around that. As you know, had a really good Kickstarter, and then like a really good game came out of it, so there was like extra hype. And then a bunch of other games tried to do stuff like that. And a lot of them didn't work out, but some of them did. So I feel like there was a lot of hype about it in that way, but it was never, like that huge of a game. I think I actually found out about it from like seeing screenshots of it on like Reddit or something, and thinking it looked like a cool game. Yeah, Marvel Eyes, I feel like I did the same thing. I think the Advanced Edition came out like in the spring, and I started playing, like in the winter or something. But I was looking at my old save file, and I saw proof that I'd unlocked the crystal ship before Advanced Edition, and the only way to do it then was the quest. So I was like, yeah, I thought I did it with the quest. I was pretty sure I remember doing that. But then, I've played it on and off. Like a lot of that time I haven't played it. And last summer or so, I started playing again after picking up on tablet, and since then I've played way more than I had played before then, many years before then. My guilty pleasure ship, the ship I love but I know is bad. That's a good question. There's a good chance that's Rockbee. Rockbee's pretty bad, but I always kind of like it. I'm always like kind of excited to get it, although I'm always a little worried. Stealth Sea is up there also. I think Stealth Sea is a really interesting ship. But yeah, Rockbee, I feel like it's just like different in kind of funny ways. Like even the venting thing, like it can be annoying, but it can deal with it pretty well. That it's not too bad. And it's like just kind of odd weapons, but they're kind of cool and fun. It's just got like a cool vibe to it, I think. Hey, Pan Homo. But it's hard because it's doesn't have a ton to begin with. All right, so we're going with the bears here. Now we do sloth, sun, and brown. A Bears fan, as in the sports teams? No, I'm not. I'm not a big organized sports follower, so I think Bears is football, right? Yeah, sloth bear. There's not a sloth. There's the sloth bear. It lives in Asia. There's 8 species of bear that are currently extant, as far as I know. So we've got, what do we got? We got the American black bear, the brown bear, live in North America. We got the spectacled bear in South America. And then there's the Asiatic black bear, the panda bear, the sun bear, the sloth bear, and the polar bear. Grizzly bear is a brown bear. It's just like I think it's a sub phenotype or something for a regional variant or something. But yeah, sun bears look very fake. Kodiak bear, I think, is that one of the... Well, I know Atlas bear is extinct for like 200 years now. I'm not sure what Kodiak... Yeah, because I know the term Kodiak bear. There's also like the Pizzly bear, which is like a cross between a polar bear and a grizzly bear, which is just a god-awful name. And they're kind of weird and yellow looking. But anyways, bears, sloth, sun, brown. Hard start. Yeah, see, Panhome, I'm a little sad that I was a little slow getting started here. I thought this was going to be a real tricky one for you to get. Sloth, sun, and brown. But yeah. Yeah, Kodiaks are a brown bear. Alright, so what I usually do, I usually swap these guys around a bit. Yeah, I mean, bears in general are just kind of like, kind of crazy. I mean, around here, we have black bears around here, which everyone who, like, moves here from the city is afraid of them, and they're just, like, big squirrels. Like, they're so scared of people. If, like, you want it, they're not gonna mess with you unless it's, like, some protecting a baby thing. Like, if you just yell at them, they'll run away. You know, like house cats chase them off and stuff. Oh yeah, I have friends who live just outside of Berkeley. They've moved around. What is it? Oakland or something. I can't remember where they live now. Funky sector layout and kind of early exit, but I think we can make this work. You know, we got so many. This is such a good ship. It's possibly the best. This and Lanius B are like neck and neck. You know, I know Crow has combined stats, and this is the highest ship in that, which is interesting. It's really close to Lanius B, but it's just ahead of it. So maybe it's better, or it's like easier to play. It just has so many ways to deal with stuff. You know, it's got hacking, strong weapon. It's got a drone, so you can take like damage in a system and still do damage another way. Blue options, defense scrambler is 40 scrap, which is just like crazy. It's because it's like, you know, completely unneeded. Clone Bay is great. Lanius is useful for blue options. 2 engines even. And the only bad thing is that it's got like 1 weapon power and a single weapon, you know, 3 weapon slots, but whatever. Alright. So, and it's got great venting too, like look at that. Vents everywhere. You know, weapons is slightly slow, but overall really good venting. Empty jump. Fun way to start off. Alright, forward scout with the rebel fleet. Ooh, so they've got drone control and hacking, and they're going to be running. Alright. So they've got the repair, that's actually kind of bad, the repair drone. And then this is annoying to deal with the micro here. So probably the repair drone, you know, is that it's going to be good at like getting systems, keeping them online. Alright, so I gotta think about this for a minute. It's too bad they're running, because this would be a great trading ship. But obviously that's not going to happen here. I might actually go for the shields hack here. I know Mike recommends that in his guide. It's something I haven't done a ton on the ship early game. But I can see the merit in it with the beam drone especially. It's like, you know, because you're not relying on evasion for that. And often the ship's evasion isn't that great sector 1, so it's actually like you have a decent chance at getting 2 shots, and the odds of missing both isn't huge. And it's made up for because the beam will hit still. Oh yeah, that's right. They have the scrambler, so I don't need to worry about this thing yet because I haven't sold it yet. So that's pretty nice. That doesn't matter at all because it's just the heavy laser, so that's whatever. All right, so we're gonna get the beam going and trying to line it up with a good room before we do the hack and stuff. Yeah, normally I'd wait to see what they're hacking first, but I was just jumping the gun because it's the first fight, so I haven't played in almost a week, so I'm just being a little sloppy here. Good ship. But yeah, it'd probably be a better, you know, choice to wait there. All right, so this is hitting something over here, which is good enough for me. I'm just gonna take that. And what is this? This is like 4 seconds. So probably good here. And I guess I could be training you on evasion between this. Though I do kind of want to see what goes on over there. So actually I think I'm going to try and hit their shields here because they don't have a buffer either. And then this thing just gets the free fire, which will make it way harder for them to run. Alright. That works out. I think piloting isn't ideal. Oxygen. The level 3 engines, geez. Alright, good, we got him out of there now. So that should be good then. Alright. We're not too worried about using 2 drone parts early on. You start with so many. So what, it must have been 25 we start with. Like, that's just awesome. So many drone parts. Yeah. So we'll go to the distress. We have good options for it. Right? Should we go this way? I mean, a store is nice, but we don't need to go like crazy chasing after a store. Yeah, maybe I should go this way. I just kind of like the distress for the guaranteed something. Yeah. Alright, let's just do it. Go on the surface to investigate. Bring him back to your ship. Alright, clone bay. That's one where it's like you don't do that if you don't have a clone bay. Alright. There's 2. Engi's always annoying because it makes the repairs way better. Just trying to think viability of getting a crew kill here. It's like probably not unless we get a fire going. But I'm gonna go for the weapons hack because we can keep this fight pretty safe with a weapons hack. And I might not use the beam drone at least at first. Then right, is it if you man shields I might not have to use the weapon hack? Yeah, he's gonna be too slow to man shields. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think if you have someone manning shields, then the shield bubble comes up in time. But they have to be manning it from like that moment. I was trying to hold him there until the laser's fired. Whatever, I guess I could do just shoot oxygen, why not? See what goes on. See if we get fires at some point or something. Ooh, there's a fire. And they'll probably just put it out, but yeah. It's like here you just need to keep getting lucky with double fires and then it like runs the oxygen out or something. They get trapped. But you need to be pretty lucky there with the Engi. Or they just need more hull so you can peck away at them more. Because once they get low health, they stop fighting it. All right. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people doing computer science now. We'll probably take the nebula jump here. I guess I should figure out how many jumps I have until the exit exactly, because I don't have that many. All right, I can do 5 plus a nebula before. It's like, if I want to see these, I kind of have to just like beeline it. Otherwise, I'm not going to see these. I mean, no matter what, I'm not going to see all of them. Or at least like without diving, which I don't really want to do here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can just declare smarts from degrees. Well, I say that as a college dropout. But wasn't from lack of intelligence. More lack of desire. But anyway, let's see. They're gonna hack us once we shoot them some. They got weapons. I like to do stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Rather you be shooting at weapons, but at this point I'll take what I can get. They have a buffer here too. Sensors or clone bay. I don't think that's shields. I think it might be shields. I'm not really sure where shields comes in. I feel like it's over here, but hopefully just not shields is basically what it is. Sensors, all right. So here we take up our shields. Obviously, it's the heavy laser, so we can make this safer. I might do that first though. Nice. It's like here, because it's NGC, I'm going to play a little risky and delay getting shields for like one more jump. Yeah, alright, so I'm just going to go that way. I think that makes more sense. See more jumps that way. All right, outpost, guarantee double rewards. All right. So they got all kinds of stuff. Nasty weapons. Probably would have been good to have a buffer here, but maybe we'll be grateful for it if we have a good store next jump. Find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the shields thing. It's working out, at least so far. So really we're looking for a weapon swipe, which you might be doing. I feel like you're going for engines or med bay, but it's hard to tell all the way down here. But there's a good enough chance of it that I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna vent O2 down also because this is a little bit grosser of a fight here. I'll just let you fight for the moment. It's okay. Yeah, medbay. That's great though. All right. Bomb's not as big a deal now that the burst laser's down. Hey, we dodged it anyways. Yeah, we don't have fires going or anything, so we'll just kill them off. Alright, that's a bunch of scrap. Oh man, I knew this door was going to be there. Because I don't think there's any way to make that work without diving. Or doubling back on a jump. Is it really that bad to dive? We have hacking. I mean, I'll have to go up on engines. I'll see how the store is, I guess, and I'll either double back. Because, like, I'd rather get the store and get one less jump from doubling back than not get it at all. Not great, though. Not a great store. But we don't need this. So that's a bunch of scrap. Let's see. Yeah, I wish these guys had a weapon. Alright, we're definitely doing that. That's just like, duh. FTL recharge booster. Yeah, it's 50 scrap, jeez. That's crazy. I didn't realize, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was maybe one of the ones that's 30. I think that's the jammer that's 30. I really wish I could just do that and then that. But that's just not going to work because the nebula is overtaken. And then it's not like I can just dive the nebula and then not the exit, because then the exit will be overtaken if I go to the nebula. Oh, I would never buy hull repair. I can never even keep it. Alright, I think we'll be okay. I think we can do it. I mean, we've got hacking, and we'll go up to engines 3. And we have 2 Engis. So, I think we can get away with that. Am I going to do anything else? I might buy, like a fuel. I want one more fuel. Attack the automated ship. Training ship. Alright, so let's just get, I'll throw you in shields, I guess. cheat engine going. All right, so this definitely helps out too, because getting the engines training actually makes us our FTL charge faster. So this is actually really great that we found a training ship. Yeah, I mean, the thing, you know, WQQ is that everyone who's gone a win streak makes decisions that other people who do them like will have issue with. As much as there's a lot of like general strategies that are agreed upon, everyone has things they do that other high-low players are like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I know there's people who do not support buying reloaders anywhere near as much as I do, if at all. No, we're not going to cancel shots to get weapons training. Because it's NGC and I can get away with it. And also, that's something I'll do sometimes. Like, if I'm waiting out a hack or something, I'll like sit there and do that a little bit to fill in the time to have it go faster. But I've never sat and fully weapons trained doing shot canceling. That's one thing I haven't done, actually. But I've done, like, you know, many shots that way. Just not, like, sat and done a full training. I could practice shooting down drones. But yeah, wait for him to, like, get to you then. You know, you could also just miss. Missing is good weapons training. Can I shoot you? You can go in front of me? No. There we go. But yeah, I'm really glad to find a training ship. I was thinking about that, how I might like try and force extra training if I couldn't find a training ship. Just to try and get like even level 1 before diving. Combat drone. Alright, well, that's honestly useful at some points, possibly. There's also one blue option for it. Let's see. I think I can take one more jump before having to buy engines. Like, there's always the risk, like, these are all hazards, and I can't do any upgrades on my ship. But I don't think the chance of that's too great. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of variants. Like, I don't buy teleporter like ever. Like, I totally would if I had to, but I just never have had to. So I haven't bought a single teleporter this streak. And other players like buy teleporter all the time or on certain ships. I buy mind control a lot more than some players do. You know, definitely buy reloaders more. I super favor fast weapons and not beams as much, while other people go to beams or slower weapons. One-shot builds, you know, I'm going to do them sometimes. It's always good to have, like, to be able to do the whole range in case you need to in a situation, but you can definitely, like, settle into a comfortable playstyle for a lot of runs. Alright, so they have a missile, so I probably won't do crew kill here. The Zolt and Engi boarding, that's fun. Trying to decide if I should do weapons hack here. I think I can get away with it. nice. We took the missile offline. That's surprising. I would have expected to take this offline because this was closer to firing. But I think it might be because I was hacking while it happened. That may have been a thing I just did without thinking about it. They come off in order of slot, I believe, when that happens. And usually the AI will like flip it right back immediately. That's why you see the little like weapon juggle sometimes. But when it's hacked, they can't swap weapons around. And then by the time the hack's over, this has no charge, so they're not going to swap anymore. But I could be incorrect in my reading of how that worked. I'm not. The weapons thing is a difficult concept to figure out. Yeah, that's not good enough. Yeah, I definitely, it can be interesting ones that force you out. I think you can also have ones that are interesting that like are just really stretch you to the limit of like the way you play or something, even if it's like within your own style. It kind of shows you like the limits of how far you can push your style in certain ways. At least I feel like one of them, a run that I found really interesting and enjoyed, although it was also stressful and difficult, was a Rock B run, where I basically just had the starting weapons until partway through Sector 5. I guess I'll let these fires run for a second. Nah, it's not gonna work out. But I got mind control and hacking, and basically just did like mind control and hacking and firebomb to kill ships for like several sectors. Alright, free repair. That's not really helpful. But whatever. Thank you. So I found that like that was a really interesting one. That was also a long time ago though, so I feel like I was still getting into the doing more mind control and hacking and stuff. Yeah, the Zolan teleport back, I think because of the fires on their ship. Sometimes they'll do stuff like that. I think because they had multiple fires going on. But I'm not exactly sure like what the threshold on that is. I meant to do an engines upgrade. Whoops, that's a mistake. At least it's safe here. Hey, and there's a store. So, maybe this was all meant to be anyways. Battery, mind control. Definitely want mind control. I mean, I would love to have the battery also. But I'd have to sell both drones for that, and that's not worthwhile. What do I do? I have no idea. I'm not going to make any like real guesses there. What I'll do. I mean, I don't think it's likely that I'll just be like doing another regular win streak, because it's like I'll have to plan on being like, oh, maybe in 8 months I'll like pass my old win streak, which is, I don't know if I'm gonna be that enthused to try for that. All right, so I guess that's what I'm doing here. Mind control is great. Would really love another weapon. I don't love that I have 0 scrap at this point, but I can definitely still sell both of these for a weapon. So that's something to consider. Alright, I just need a second here. I'll be back in just a minute, and then we'll do the dive for next sector. All right. So, yeah, this is my favorite thing to be doing, but I think it'll be fine. You know, I've definitely done similar dives before, I feel like, on worse ships, but it's not something I often go for. And we'll see how it goes. It's like, I'm trying to think, it's like we'll probably just do a weapons hack and not bother trying to kill them, and just focus on running. And hopefully just take like one ASB that we might get lucky and dodge. I mean, it depends. Like later sectors, like if it depends on your ship. You know, later sectors can be totally safe to dive if you have high enough, you know, engines and cloaking and stuff. While Sector 1 could be really dangerous if your ship is really bad and you know if you can't repair it quickly or something. You know, having the Engis makes this a lot safer in my mind, because repairs can definitely be an issue. Yeah, Nebulas can help it. Alright, yeah. It's like I don't love a weapon that like speeds up too, you know, as it goes on, but because I could try and do like a shields hack with the dual lasers and combat drone, but it's then I have to start pulling power, and that makes me like, if it doesn't go well, then I'm in a really bad situation. So yeah, we're just gonna focus on running here. Since I still only have 3 crew, I can tell because no one's coming to fight him. If they had a fourth crew member, the guy from Shields would come. But with 3 crew, since it's the lowest priority room, so look at that. Oh, I took the flak offline. It's so good. Because now it's like, oh look, we don't take any damage from this volley. So it's really just the ASB. And because of the training with level 3, we're at like halfway. So if it doesn't hit anything critical, like, you know, engines piloting, we can hopefully just get out of here before the next one. Alright, good. This is coming. I want this to come first in case I hit shield or something. You know that. Wow, look at that double dodge. If you know that ASB hit shield right before that hits us, that could be bad. Ah, the dodge. Wow. See, stuff like this makes it be like, oh yeah, I could totally just like dive this all the time. But this could definitely go so bad also. Alright, Engi or Rock? I'll probably just go Engi controlled. More stores, or chance of more stores, not necessarily more. You know, we have blue options that help out. Because it's like, you know, a little bit. If anyone watched Crow's stream, you know, they might be a little wary of Engi controlled sectors because if you're unaware, they can totally be a pretty big bust. I mean, any sector can be, but I think Engi sectors are a little bit more wild than some of the other ones with the range they'll land in, like in a, you know, pretty high frequency. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I'm not a big fan of diving like that either. But I am a big fan of stores. Although now we're probably going to miss this store, right? Because we don't have anything for it. I mean, we could sell our drones. So there's a chance I'll still go there. You know, if I get stuff from something crazy from this jump, I guess. But probably not. We'll probably just miss that store. Yeah. I'm not going to gamble on there being something for 50 scrap I want. Like, basically it has to be like heavy lasers. Alright, so we'll go here. Decently late exit at least. That's good. You know, kind of funky layout again, but not terrible. Guess maybe I'll go here first. Yeah, you know, Engi sector, they definitely have, like, the item drop thing is helpful. Like, here we go, look at that. Honestly, that's, like, kind of usable, too, if we had another drone power. But we don't. Right, so, let's see. I think we got 4 jumps before the store, probably. Yeah, 4 jumps before the store. So, I think we'll take these. I guess I could go here first instead. Try to shield their ship with yours. 1 damage, that's not bad for 6 fuel, wow. And 22 scrap. So we needed some fuel. We haven't been getting fuel, like, at all. Because I've bought, like, 4 fuel or something this run so far. And we're still, like, keep running low. But yeah, I mean, sector decision making, I think, is such a critical part of, like, maximizing win rate, and it's so difficult to know what's right. And it's like, no one really knows for sure what's, like, truly optimal in a lot of situations. It's such a difficult thing to figure out. There's so many different, like, factors that can go into it. And in the end, it's, like, still going to be a gamble no matter what. And it's like, for me, a lot of time in the end, I go with, like, intuition, because there's a lot of times I'm not really sure. So I just want to kind of figure out all my jumps here. So I 8 before this one, right? But I only get 8 before the exit also. So 8, 7, 6, 3. Wait, how many more? I was trying to get 3 more before the store still. Yeah, I can kind of just, like, do the 3 for the store and then go right to it. I think we'll go here. Yeah, I mean, it's like the only really good advice is, like, think about what kind of enemies you see, and civilian sectors are best. Know how many stores are in each sector. That's a big thing. A lot of people, like, don't realize how good select sectors are for that reason. All right, ship in an asteroid field. It's like we could possibly get a crew kill here. It's a little risky. Maybe we go for a weapons hack. Just trying to think about how risky I want to play this, and, like, chasing. I feel like if I want to chase a crew kill, I gotta kind of go for it. So we're gonna delay using any of the other systems initially, for the moment at least. Keep that up there. Alright, I don't want to wait any longer for an asteroid, I don't think, right? Alright, so we get damage on it, then we mind control him. Ooh, they got fires before they could deal with that. Alright, and then yeah, we're gonna hack that before it does its thing. So they shoot each other while this guy stands in a fire for a while. So that's him. Weapons down, fires on their ship. Looking pretty good overall so far. You think select sectors are better than civilian? I like select sectors a lot, so I do feel like they can be pretty close. if there was going to be a sector that's better than civilian, I'd say that's like really likely to be it. I mean, Rebel Stronghold are really, really good when stores aren't as important. Rebel Stronghold is like an incredible sector if you're not as reliant on needing a store, or if like, you know, your options, neither of them have much for stores. Right, they have the fire put out. And then we have a fight in there. And then we also just like shoot him now. Wait for an asteroid. Oop. Perfect. All right, look at that. That was super worth going for. Wow. So times like this are when it really feels like, well, min-maxing crew kills, you know, it's like, oh, I'm in an asteroid field. It like could be kind of risky. But like with the Zoltans and the one shield and no way to heal, I was like, you know, I feel like maybe there's a safe way to do it. And it was super worthwhile, obviously. And that's how it's like, you know, sometimes you do that 3 or 4 times and it's like the reward is like not substantial enough, or it kind of breaks even with like taking a little damage. But sometimes it's like it makes a big difference. Get 2 more before the store. Because we'll almost certainly sell that if we can. You know, I mean, I guess I'll probably hold on to it until we get a weapon to change it with, but I'd much rather not use it. Night Marble Eyes, thanks for coming by. But yeah, the lack of environmentals is very nice in slug sectors. Like, I think that a big part of why people don't like them is I think the events can be a little difficult to like figure out how to optimally do them sometimes. And then like there's some tricky fights if you're not prepared or you don't have the right things on your ship to deal with it. You know, like getting the oxygen upgrade or just having hacking and mind control and stuff. Knowing how to deal with like the boarding without the medbay event. Like those kinds of things. Alright, oh yeah, we'll probably hit up that quest, just because it's on our way. Didn't get a whole lot, but we have stuff to sell for sure, if they have something to buy. Yeah, we'll probably buy something here. Alright, well this is the most likely thing to sell for sure, do that first. Because it's like, chain laser is amazing with what we got going on. I'm not going to buy a small bomb with only 5 bombs and like the setup I have. I wish I had, like, surprisingly, oh, 20 bombs. Where'd I get all those bombs? Yeah, totally buy it then. That'd be my first choice. But it's like, I might just buy the pike beam. It's so boring, but it's like such a safe, good buy for this ship right now. So you can do like shield hacks and stuff. Probably sell the combat drone. Combat drone's generally worse than the beam drone because it can miss. You know, it can help if you need help getting like shields down, but yeah, I mean the thing with MC is it's like in slug sectors is it's annoying how you can't get benefit out of it for like killing their crew, and some fights, you know, it'll just do nothing. You know, it's like a helpful counter if the fight's bad. And I can't remember if there's probably some blue option that comes up there. It might just be a generic one though. So it's like not great in that way, but there's also some pirate ships and stuff you can come across, and mantis ships. You can definitely find a decent amount of mantis ships, which is nice. They're usually pretty easy. I'd so much rather get the chain laser than the pike beam. It's more expensive though too, which is a problem. It's like they're the same speed. It's like, this is so expensive to get online. We need so many upgrades. That's just not going to happen. And because we have hacking and stuff, it's fine. Oh, drone recovery arm. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Not really. If I was just like flooded with scrap, or I didn't have like viable weapon options, I would. Like if there weren't weapons here, the weapons sucked, I'd almost certainly buy that at this point. But I just don't find drones reliable, and it's like I'd rather have a build where they're there if I really need help on a fight, but like otherwise I just don't really use them. I've done the fire drone thing on NGA when I was super desperate to just like get crew kills for more value. And while interesting, it is not fun. Fire drone it sucks sometimes. Yeah, you'd buy chain. I'm really thinking about the chain laser. I think it's also like this might be safer in some ways, but I can totally get away with it on this ship. Like I have all my systems already except for the battery. Like I think I'm going to sell the combat and buy the chain and the battery and the fuel. Oh, I totally know how you feel on that one, Pan Homo. I totally know how you feel on that. Yeah, I think I can get away with it, right? Why not? Now the question is, do I buy a battery? I don't know if I can afford it yet, as much as I want it. I mean, it is really good with what I got going on. I need 65 scrap in here, so that's what, 6 more. So it'll be 41 more. I'm gonna have to get the power soon enough anyways. Alright. It's gonna take me like a little longer than ideal to get the chain up, but I think it'll be okay. This one, it's like, I feel like you can usually get away with docking with this one. I know a lot of people don't like it at all. But, because it's like, yeah, either makes an offer, steal it. And because if it's going to blow up, you just avoid it. And then obviously, yeah, I mean, there's a 3 hull damage, I guess is why, yeah. Okay, so it's, yeah, there's one chance that it's intruded, because I was like, but you usually get a fight with that one. I guess so there's one option that works so you get 3 damage and intruders, and you get nothing else from it. Ignore, I think ignore is nothing, isn't it? I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, ignore is 50% chance for a fight. Is that why? Yeah, I guess that works. I mean, I could kind of use fuel. Yeah, it's like I know most other streamers always ignore. I'm always docking with it. 13 fuel. 13 feels like alright. Yeah. I'd expect not to get the fight because I'm, you know, not doing it often enough. But that probably is more optimal sometimes. I think maybe people do it automatically too much, though. I definitely think there's value. I mean, it's like you can take up to 3 damage from the one event. Like, there's like a 1 in 4 chance, I think, that you get that. And otherwise, you take 3 damage and get a fight. So it's like slightly worse, or you get cheap fuel. So it's like if you need fuel, unless you're like really low hull, Like there's these chance of either getting fuel or a fight. But we get cheap fuel here instead. It's like, I don't like, I bought so much fuel for this early in a run. And then a store, that sucks. Curse of the Engi sector. Alright, good. You don't have like an amazing weapon or something. That'd make me really sad that I spent my scrap already. So, that's fine. One hull point repaired and a store. Wow. Alright. You know, as much as I love stores, that's not my favorite end to a sector there. Alright, well that's something at least. We're already down to like 11 fuel again after this also. Definitely going Mantis. Uncharted Nebula just sucks. Wow. It's a lot of distress. But that's good. That should get us some like fights and stuff. Maybe they're all like foolish meat sacks. Although that's an Engi sector event. Yeah, time for Sensors 3 and a Clone Bay 2, right? Is that what we're doing? I don't think so. So yeah, against 2 shields, we're not having a great time right now. We'll probably do shields hack and like hope to get the double. And otherwise just like use all that stuff with the battery. But hopefully we can get our weapon power up soon. Promise to help, Engi crew. Alright, that's great. So now we're just 20 scrap away from getting the 2 weapons online. Do I buy a buffer? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, I mean, if you could sell systems. I mean, if you could pay money to remove a system, there's times it would be worthwhile. This is unfortunate. We can't really give them fuel. We can't go to 6 fuel. That's a terrible situation to be in, especially when there's, you know, 1 to 2 stores in this sector, and there's a chance like we won't be able to get to it wherever it is. Alright, so I forget exactly what the reward is there if you get the right thing, because we have the clone base so we can risk it. Like, we could probably use the extra crew still. Let's see. So either you get low scrap in Clone Bay or high scrap to help put out the fire, or if you dock, you get either damage and low scrap, or low scrap and a crew member. I mean, 50% high scrap is pretty nice, because that would get us our weapons. Because I don't really, the hull damage isn't that big a deal right now. Like, yeah, I'd take hull damage if it was better, but we're not like that desperate for a crew member, as nice as it'd be. Scrap is way more important right now. Alright, look at that. That's awesome. 27 scrap. Alright, so that does that. That's great. So now we're way better off against multiple shields. Like, we don't necessarily have to use the beam drone. We can just do hacking, mind control stuff. So that works out great. Alright, so we have 8 more jumps here before the exit. We'll probably try to find this, like, hopefully, like, the store is, like, here or something. Because that'd be great to find the store, like, at the end of the sector. Don't really want to have to go there just to buy fuel, but there's a chance that happens too. Alright, Pulsar. We know what we do at Pulsars. We hack weapons. Do I mind control him before they come over? I don't know if this will actually work. They do weird stuff because of what they're gonna be. Their orders are gonna be to send them to the teleporter right away. Um, I'm not positive, so I'm kind of curious how this will work actually. If it'll work. Yeah, so it still works, I guess. And they just don't board until it ends, or he does damage or something. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, you would do that, wouldn't you? Yes, that's so good. Ah, that was such a good choice to do that, to have him then take that down. Do I let you in? Sure. Do you board now? No, you come down. You're all, oh, so they're trying to send someone else to board and you're gonna try and punch through. That works. Hopefully not the weapons. Clone bay and sensors. That's awesome. Although I want to see what's going on over there. All right, somebody's here. Who's here? Because there's a chance we can go for a crew kill here now. Nice. Ooh, the achievement. Just because I'm sitting in a pulsar. Alright, piloting drones, that's great. Just trying to think of like how I want to play this exactly. So I might mind control this guy because I think he might go up this way then. I'm not positive. And make them fight. I mean, at least resets their weapons thing. Now he goes over there. I'm not going to chase a crew kill too hard here. A little spooky. Well, I don't know. I can't decide. Shoot him some. I mean, it's like they're not going to do any damage to me for a while here, at least. I guess I'll actually keep my shields up then to lower the chance of having my weapons get ioned. Yeah, I kind of need like fire damage. Or just more patience, I guess. Being a little impatient here, actually, let's let this happen. Yeah, I guess I've never gotten that. This save file has like 40 runs on it now. So yeah, I guess I just haven't gotten it on the Engi ships. I mean, it's, you know, only like 5 Engi runs until now. This is like the 6th one, maybe the 5th. Shield stores. Alright. See, now you go into this one because it's just, you're in a different spot, I think. These guys. I'm just going to kill them, obviously. But, I mean, I probably still could have gotten the crew kill there, but it was getting a little too tedious. There's always some kind of risk involved in those things. Well, I didn't, well, I guess I kind of reset it, but I hadn't, because I hadn't played on computer in years. So I just had a really old save file with all kinds of like garbage on it, and like tons of restarted runs and whatnot. And so when I started streaming, I just made a new save file to do to stream from. Because I had been playing on tablet like just previously to that. They can fight each other some. Alright. Easy deal with borders. Such a good ship for venting. It's like, I kind of need power. And another level hack would help out. I do, it's like I also want like money for, I could use another weapon still. Definitely been a bit low scrap so far this run. What was it, 5 more jumps, right? Yeah. Alright, some interesting weapons. But there's a good chance of a crew kill here because they have no clone bay, no med bay. And their weapons aren't that great. I mean, it kind of depends on the bomb some, but I mean, their only damage really is through the mini beam. You know, if you let this thing just ramp up, it's a problem, but it's not planned to do that. So yeah, we're gonna do a weapon attack here. Just a little greedy. Should I go for the greediest version of it? Probably not. I might. Let's not do the greediest version. Let's still hack them early. But we can try to do the first volley just naked into the room. Great. Perfect. How long can I wait on this? So this was the plan, to get them all in here without having to break the doors too much. But then I can still hack if I need to. So yeah, they're gonna wreck the Engi, which is awesome. No fires yet, but that's okay. Chain is way more spun up now. I think this is just like a small bomb or something. The way it's charging, it's hard to say. So that's great now because it's like, it's gonna take him a while to get anything up that does damage to us. So we just have to be a little patient and wait for cooldowns and stuff. And for him to like repair a level. And then we'll like mind control him in there again and they'll just punch each other down to like dead or 1 life and shoot him once more. And we'll get a crew kill. I mean, at this point, just let him repair faster. Slowest thing we're waiting on is Mantis repair speed in a hacked room. It's so bad. It's never gonna happen. Nice, put the mini beam up first. Alright, so he's got 1 life. I think we got him. Guess I could have weapons trained there, actually. So, a slight mistake, maybe. Or at least done more weapons training. Because that would be helpful with the chain laser, especially. Alright, so that worked out well. Alright, so there is a store. Thankfully, I have like more scrap now if we need to spend some of it at the store. I'm going to take one more jump before it. Oh, that's something. Something to sell, almost certainly. And I've used them a couple times, like on flagship. It can be fun. Pre-igniter. Ooh. Drone recovery arm. It's really trying to make me go drone recovery arm, isn't it? I mean, it's a pretty common thing to find. But it's not going to happen. Oh, it's so much scrap. Buying so much fuel this run already. You sell the beam drone and buy pre-igniter. It's like slightly tempting with the chain laser. Yeah, I've never claimed to be optimal in any way. I'm well aware. I think anyone who strives for perfect optimization is generally like gonna struggle at some point. It's too much. You have to allow room for mistakes, especially for like win streaking, where you just have to like play a ton, no matter what. It's like slightly tempted to buy the pre-igniter, sell the beam drone. Feels like a mistake. Because it's like then we go up against 3 shields and we're just like, well, this still sucks. Like I think we just probably buy a hacking upgrade really soon. Yeah, and we want to like float the scrap. That's definitely a bad choice to buy that, as tempting as it is. Beam drone, bunch of lasers. It's really the system repair drone. It's like the most obnoxious thing here. Oh, only 1 shield though. That's great. Clone bay. I mean, I think we just do the weapon stuff. Well, I guess the thing here is, do we mind control the pilot? I think we try to hit, and then because the system repair will come in, and we can like mind control the guy to like fight the system repair bot or whatever. Nice. Oh yeah, no, I know, Panama, that you're just busting my chops. But I still find that like as an opportunity to explore reasoning at times. Like I'm probably not going for a crew kill here, but I mean, I guess there's always a chance. We have fires and stuff. I'll take this offline then for sure. Yeah, too late for that already. Yeah, we'll just hold. So probably do this, make it so it's harder for them to run in case they try to do that. But they're not. No, I'm not gonna surrender. Alright. Got a good chunk of scrap here. I could probably use like a power bar, but I think we're okay waiting until the beginning of next sector to buy anything. It's just such a good ship. It's like, I feel like this is, I mean, I guess we got a number of free things. Like, we could have built it to the Ion Blast too if we needed to. Because I feel like, you know, it hasn't been great scrap for a run so far, but it just doesn't matter that much on this ship. We've taken like almost no damage. We've got, you know, all our systems. Yep, empty jump. And there's a good amount of empty jumps and just fights that are like the intruder fights in Mantis sectors. That's a good bribe. Thank you. Although this is a double rewards, right? Or a chance of double rewards. I mean, there's like, you know, 0.02% chance I'm not going to accept the scanners, but I'm just kind of curious here. Because I feel like this is one I forget about being double rewards. Yeah, they give you a high scrap surrender offer. I know that. Random scrap for destroying, or meme scrap for crew killing. That's it. So that's one where crew killing isn't necessarily better. And then yeah, it's either destroy the ship and salvage it, or delay the rebels, possibly, or the meme scrap, or nothing, or a store, or a repair. So there's all different kinds of things that can happen. It's like a bunch of those don't matter to us. I mean, a store is always nice, but I think scanners have way more value than a store. Like a 1 in 5 chance in getting a store. Yeah. Scanners is just such a good augment. It's like I could see if there was a system repair bot or something, I could see it possibly being suboptimal picking this because of the double rewards. But scanners is such a good augment. So much value in it for like stabilizing our scrap, for avoiding hazards. There's blue options. Yeah, I agree. Like this, it is an interesting thing. Because it's like, yeah, my preferred setup doesn't involve teleporter or drone control either. But they're just such strong ships. Oh, look at this garbage layout. Like, what are these little doodads coming off the exit here? Imagine trying to go to this jump here. It's like you gotta go through the exit and like through all these jumps and then double back. So, I guess it's like we'll probably try and go over here and take all these jumps. And then it's like almost no matter what, we'll either have to jump through the exit to get like one more jump or just like miss a jump because there's a big gap here. It's like garbage layout. Really bad. Best system is advanced flak. Yeah. If only mini beam came on a 4-slot weapon ship. Alright, so we're doing at least that. I mean, I think that's okay for taking a jump at least. Listen, their problem, mind control. Get scrap. Cool. That's a burst laser too. I mean, I'll just keep everything for now. But, you know, I'm going to use this instead of that. So that's a great volley. And now it's like, it's not that much to get this online and then have, you know, a 7-shot volley for 5 power. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, also the thing is, it's like, even though teleporter or drone control isn't my ideal build, it's still good to have it in the early game. You know, it's like, they're not great, but if Rock A had one of those, that'd be way better still. So it's just like, that's kind of part of it. And they just have so much built into them. And then plus the sea ships and the Atlantis have the advantage of having Clone Bay, which is generally a better system as well. Alright, I think we're going around that way. What a cool store. It's got a burst laser too. How can you not love it? It's like, this is interesting because this gets us a delay. Is it just a 1-jump delay though? Because the other one gets us a drone, right? tell I haven't been playing FTL enough lately. I'm having to like look up way more events than normal. Oh, it's a double, so it's a 2-turn delay. I mean, there's definitely value in that, but it's like with this weird sector layout, I don't know if that's actually even going to work out that much for us. I'm just going to take the guaranteed value. All right, that's useful. That's a good sell item. Is this going to be foolish meat sacks? Nope, it's a genuine distress call. We're not foolish meat sacks this time. Yeah, for the defense drone, that's definitely about ship shape. The Engi ships are really compact and they're not that wide, so defense drones work a lot better on them than like the Fed ships that just, you know, stick so far forward and have like valuable systems in the very front where the drone doesn't cover it. That's like the Mantis B's problem also. You know, there's shields and drone control right in the front where the defense drone sucks at covering it. So it's just to get the defense drone up so they target drone control, and then it fails to defend itself. Alright, this isn't so bad because they don't sink at first. Also, they don't have Engis or a way to heal. So we're definitely going to go for a crew kill here. It's so good. It's like you have so many drone parts if you don't rely on using the drones a ton after the early game. Because you can still totally spam them Sector 1 like I did and just come out with so many drone parts to just hack all game long without worrying about them. So yeah, I'm going to try to do the greedy thing again where we wait to mind control until after I do my volley. Oh, why not? I can do that. Oh, definitely got some hits in there. Do that, they'll kill him off. A little quick because I did some extra damage, but... Oh, that's nice. Hopefully it still gets him because that door's been punched a bit. Nice. So he might escape depending where he goes, but we can kill him with our next volley. Or he'll just run into more fire. Nice. Have to contact the Engi. I've stripped bear, it's too late. Oh well. Yeah, if shields didn't cost so much. Stealth A is a really good ship. I feel like I used to love it, and then I got like a little wary of it because I like wasn't sure. And then I started getting it all set up to do it, but I really got to upload my runs to YouTube. Because I had a Stealth A that just had the scariest Sector 1 ever. It was like every ship was just designed to kill Stealth A. It's like a Zoltan shields and forced hazards, engines hack event, and just like everything stacked up, just like crazy drones. And I made it through with like 9 hull or 7 hull or something, and then at a store, first jump next sector and repaired up, and it was like set. But like I was amazed that it survived through that at all because it was such a difficult Sector 1, and there was a lot of like really like small micro strategies I had to use to get through it. And made me feel like, okay, well, that's like about as bad as Sector 1 as I can imagine to try to kill this ship, and it still made it through it, so I have a lot of faith in that ship now. And, you know, stuff like double misses against a drone has a beam 2, so you just have to like eat the beam 2 longer. Alright, so this uses a drone part, but we get good scrap for it. Alright, 2 fights here. Probably take them. Yeah, I can see specific fights where a defense drone would definitely be better, especially on the Engi ships. Probably on some of the other ships too. So it's like we could technically get 4 jumps before this exit, but really we only get 2. So I guess we jump through it then. Or, well, actually, we get 3 because we do 1, 2, 3. And we just miss 1 jump. because no matter what we're doing next, we'll be doubling back in the exit. So I think I'll go here first. In case like that's... Oh, I already saw that, so I know those aren't stores. Those are both empty. While empty jumps aren't bad in Engi sectors, I don't really want to play the roulette wheel right now. Yeah, I feel like win streaking at first is like so much of it's about like learning to not die in the early game, and then after that it's like seeing how much you can push, like risking the early game, you know, and not die, to min-max, like getting all the advantage you can for the rest of the run early, and really pushing it to the limit, like how tight you can run it early game but still be safe. Because it's like a hard balance to learn of like when you just like need to suddenly invest in defense or not, or when you can float it safe. I think we're just gonna keep doing these weapons. These weapons hacks. Ion intruder, that's gross. I should have realized that was gonna happen with just the beam drone here. Lance is good at dealing with them at least. Hey, that's the thing though. Until he repairs it, he's just gonna like run out of there. Oh, I didn't micro this guy out. Whoops. Maybe one of my engines or something. It doesn't really matter. It's like their weapons are so non-threatening. It's like the hack is really just to enable a crew kill. But I don't really want that thing like getting into my shields or my weapons, I guess. We'll see where it goes from here. I just wanted to see. Fix that breach, please. I guess it actually doesn't matter. I know what's going on. They're not doing anything. Until I do this. Yeah, I guess I'm messing this up with the drone. I'm not doing it right at all. Okay, that's a problem. That's right, you turn off. Alright, I think I still have time to get this volley off. I guess we'll find out. Nice. Not accept surrender. Oh, that's why I was slow. I didn't have the weapons manning. Oops. And he's still not level 1. That's surprising. Alright, so probably safe to wait in the mind control here a minute, right? Just let him... Although, is he going to repair that to full still? No, because weapons is too high priority. Because sometimes there's systems that'll like you keep repairing instead. It's a pain. But so we just let them beat each other down a little bit more. And then we can just do the full volley at them because it'll end the second they die. Yep. 6 fuel, awesome. Finally we'll have like a bunch of fuel and 35 scrap. All right. Yeah, both of your losses were not playing the early game. I mean, the early game is tough. Especially there's some ships that have like really difficult early games, like knowing how to do the repairs on Mantis B and like preparing for them with the oxygen fires and stuff. Um, it's just tough. Like it's tough micro to learn. It's like you never learn it at a good time. Like it's never a fun time when you're having to learn that. So they're running because they're a scout. A bunch of drone. Ooh, hacking also. Oh, what are you hacking? It's like our first fight all over again. Let's look at this a second to see what they're hacking this time. Shields, gross. Gross, gross. It's like double gross. Do we hack your hacking? Do we hack your drones? We hack your hacking, don't we? Oh, I hate hacking. Because that's what that is, right? That's got to be shields. Yeah. I guess we hack your hacking. Probably should have done it quicker, but... If that was only a dodge, would have been okay. Oh, don't swipe into shields. Ooh, that's gross. And their weapons are really problematic. This is a gross fight. Now we can't mind control either until they like come in on us. At least they're running. Mini beam's about to fire also. Damn. Whew. It's like taking so much damage so quickly all of a sudden. It's like I think once we get... It's like I'm worried about these guys. Alright, it's not swiping their weapons at least. It's like once we get the shields up... It's really too bad we didn't break this because like our repairs are delayed because of it. I guess you just go the same way, some actually. Oh, nice. They got fires in there. Wow. We hit that guy. Right, well, at least got those in. Alright, FTL delayed. That's good. Alright, since their hacking's broken, you can probably go there now. And also because we blow up that one drone. Oh yeah, NGB and Slug B, they're such tough ships to figure out the early game on. I definitely struggled with Slug B for sure. I mean, I had some difficulties with NGB also. That was one of my losses early on. But it's also hard to know because sometimes it's just like, oh, and then after that I had some lucky runs, so like it was easier to like get a handle on some. Alright, so, alright, getting into much better situations here. So I'm not sure, I don't know if we were full hull, but we were close to full at least. I think we had maybe like 9, so But we took all that damage within like a second or two, I feel like. And it could have been much worse. But worked out all right. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel that way about NGB, I think. All right, you're too much of a liability. You're way too low health. We gotta clone you. Because I know there's some people who it's like there's some person who played like 50 or 100 NGB runs. Like that's all they want to play was NGB. And you know, I can understand that. Like it's not something I would do personally, but I can understand the feelings behind that. So after having a gross fight, I'm gonna like recklessly, not really. I'll buy a power bar. But that's all I'm going to do for the moment. I think Stealth C is definitely a difficult one to learn too, and Stealth B are both difficult in different ways. Fed C, you know, it's like mostly the bad ships. You know, Rock A, not necessarily quite as much, because it's like kind of a straightforward bad. Zoltan C is another tough one to learn, I think. The refueling platform. Alright, we're gonna ignore it. We get nothing. That's fine. Cell 15. I knew there was gonna be a store. I don't think it's necessary to dive. Zone controlled or rock controlled? I'm gonna go rock controlled over Zoltan, I think. Yeah. They're both guaranteed 2 stores. Neither's amazing. Get an option of sectors here at least. Well, like different colors. Doesn't mean a whole lot. Store. First jump store. Definitely going there. Got plenty of scrap. Stuff to sell. And then we'll do upgrades for the sector. Look at that. Wow. Do I have to buy the halberd? I don't think so. Flak, burst laser 2, dual laser. I mean, that's enough. I really want reloaders with it, ideally. But we can also like use offensive drones to supplement it a little bit. Right, no defense drone yet. Well, it's like I'm definitely selling this one. Buying that. To make sure there's not a store next jump. Oh, if you don't take the first chance to sell, you have to use a burn drone, yeah. Oh yeah, Burrito, he's done a lot of stealth B runs. I know he did like 20 something when he was like learning the micro on it and figuring it out originally, and since then he's done a lot more. You know, I think he's a math junkie, so like, you know, I think he's actually like a math major or something, or graduate. What am I looking for? Not a whole lot at this point. I could use some more crew, but I don't want to buy them. I could use some reloaders, or like a pre-igniter. But yeah, I'm not going to buy that halberd beam. I don't need to, and it's boring. Alright, just 1 second here. Alright, so I just got to take a quick break for a minute before we get into this sector, and then we'll get back into it. So let me just put up the BRB. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, sorry about that. I had to toddler wet themselves in their sleep, so I had to go assist in that quick. But back on track here. Hey Ray, how's it going? We got a pretty solid stealthy NGC run going here. Just at the start of Sector 5 here. Yeah, I don't want to buy that halberd. Halberd's so boring. We're totally fine without it. Next scrap probably goes, I don't know, maybe into shields. We'll see. I guess I could buy power, actually. That'll be fine. All right, sorry, what are you doing with your challenge streaks now? Cold. I hope you don't mean that you have a cold. It's just that it is cold. It has been getting quite hot here now, getting to our summer. Not everyone realizes how extreme New York's temperatures are, because we get up to like Florida weather. We have like really high humidity and heat in the summer, actually, even with our like big winters. It's a very seasonal place. It's like this gets a scrap, but at this point now, I'd rather risk damage to get another crew member. Like earlier on, it was better doing this. All right, Jones, we get power also. That's awesome. So I might just stick you in engines, honestly. Yeah, no, it's not quite as bad. No, it's not as consistent as Florida, but it hits close to like some of the same extremes. You know, when you start getting, you know, days over the hundreds with like really high humidity, it's just disgusting. Ship collector, yeah, nice. On your 7th ship now, that's awesome. Yeah, Rochester also, I think, it depends, you know, they have worse winters than where I am, but they don't get quite as hot. Yeah, and you get the lake effect. That lake effect snow is like something else too. Yeah, I think I'm good with these upgrades for right now. Just trying to think now that I have like the Zoltan power if I should be doing something with it, but I think it's okay. Uh-oh. Beam drone. Oh, I forgot that's a blue option. Nice. 20 scrap for a drone. That's not so bad. Alright, so we're going to an asteroid field either way. So if we're going to go either way, I'd rather go this way and see these jumps. Do we buy shields? Do we just do it right off the bat? If there is a store, I don't have the ton of scrap, but gotta buy at least the buffer. I mean, why not? It's like, we're such a strong ship already. Defense is gonna probably help us out more than floating scrap as far as like saving the run goes. It's a lot of beams. Like, I'm just gonna kill this ship because asteroid field, I don't know, I don't want to mess with this ship. I'm not doing I don't need to do crew kill like I did in that other asteroid field, especially against rocks. Rocks are such a pain. So I'm actually gonna do shields hack here. The rare and use our shields hack when I have lasers. Not my usual play, but feeling it here. And then yeah, it's gonna take a while to punch through here so I can do the pilot thing. They took their bomb offline, right? Yeah, nice. They're pretty dead. Never mind. I guess they're not that dead because I'm gonna take that. I mean, it's a bad augment, but that's good to sell. 42 scrap is pretty high already. That's a great surrender. And they'll probably die now. We can just sit here and watch them die, right? Or do they dodge all the asteroids, like, mysteriously? Oh, they dodge that one. Because it's like they dodge, yeah, they might just dodge them all, I guess. Because they dodge all your shots, the player shots, after they surrender. Man, that's cheating. They can just sit here and dodge every shot with no shields. Broken AI. They cheat so bad. But what you gonna do? Alright. Curve, unfortunately, is working against us a little bit here. But we still get 7 jumps in before this one, right? Yeah. So that's 8. Yeah, like I'm probably not going to those. Alright, there's a bunch of ways I can do this. But I think I take this fight. I don't have to skip it to get to the jumps. I guess actually if that's a store. Although I'm not that desperate for stores, it's true. So let's just go this way. I mean, a rock would be kind of nice, but not nice enough to pay money for. Close the roof of your ship to dodge everything. Yeah, I know, right? It's like a funny thing that happens. They always look kind of weird then. You really have to care about the big missile. But we beat the big missile, so we'll do an evasion hack then. Actually, let's do it in engines. How do you not have, like, weapons training still? When I've been firing, like, my laser's just too good. Something, I don't know. So they're probably just gonna kill the Zoltans. That's nice. Nice of them to do that for us. We'll just put everything into their weapons after the flak. Probably not necessarily to do quite that much in their weapons, but doesn't matter. No. I mean, it gives me power. I'd rather have scrap. And it's like, once I get up to like 5 crew members, it's like I only really care about getting for like blue options or just like as a bonus. And there's a decent chance we'll pick one up from something else. Yeah, 49 scrap, I'd rather have that. Yeah, I bought both weapons. There was like no weapons at all for the first 2 sectors. Well, actually, that's not true. I bought a chain laser earlier in like sector 2, over a pike beam, and then it was like kind of low scrap for a little while, and got like slightly worried. But then it picked up some, and I got burst laser 2, and then I got the flak one at the same store that had the halberd. But I got the long range scanners for free as part of a bribe. But I lost out on double rewards for taking it. This is the kind of goofy event. Demand the rock ship. We took damage. That's too bad. You get a fight there. Sometimes they just pay it. It's such like a weird event sometimes how it works out. But not uncommon to just take damage. It's like 1 out of 3, or I think it's 1 out of 3. Okay, sell that. Let's see how many more jumps do I hit? Yeah, I think I take 1 more jump here. I keep losing count. I think I can actually do that, can't I? Yeah, I can do that. Might as well. In case there's a reloader and a pre-igniter, right? Oh, they got some nice weapons. 4 crew, med bay. I gotta buy some power, I guess. After the store. Gotta swap the flak up into a higher position. So it's up in the front here. Times out better that way. Finally got at least level 1 training too. It's kind of ridiculous it took that long. Yeah, if only you weren't a bunch of rocks. Oh, so close. Will not accept surrender. They have like high level O2 or something also, because their O2 is not really going down much. This is where you just hope for resists. You never get the resists when you need them. Because we've only needed like 1 or 2 there. I mean, I guess there's a chance I could have just like let them fight the fires and mind control again. That probably would have been more optimal. But obviously, I didn't chase after it. It's always funny when it's like burst laser 1. It's like, well, that's a downgrade from anything I have. Alright, so definitely getting rid of the life form scanner. I mean, it has like limited use, but yeah, nothing to buy here. But that's fine. I didn't totally expect to find something to buy. Yeah, I definitely could have. If I waited that one out, I could have gotten the crew cal, yeah. Because they just stay fighting the fires and not flee the room. It's like the same ship again, kind of. Well, maybe we'll do it this time. Maybe it'll work out. And I'll be more patient. Gotta get that training up. But yeah, I want to keep that down for sure. Don't know if this timing's gonna work out as good here. This guy's higher health this time. Well, I guess we'll do this then. Oh, are you broken? Sometimes mind control breaks, crew. I was just standing there in oxygen. He has no idea what to do with his life. Completely lost. So I'm going to try and wait out mind control here. My current plan. See what happens. You're still lost. So close to just getting each other. No, I'm not going to accept surrender. Alright, so yeah, you're just not going to do anything? Is that your game? Yeah, so we got to get double, triple resist. That's probably not going to happen. That's kind of annoying. I mean, I maybe could have mind controlled them and had it reset it, but it's kind of whatever. That happens every once in a while with mind control. I'm not sure why. Yeah, we were all low on it. Yeah, I get it. Just standing there, lost, standing in the oxygen room, giving up. It's tough times being a rock. Yeah, we're not going to hire him to delay or scout. That's not going to happen. Mind control. I guess I'll counter it. Weapons are pretty crappy here, aren't they? I guess what I could have done is mind control this guy. And I think it would have brought... Well, because I would have brought this guy first, but I think it would have brought the shields guy also. I need to run through mind control and disable it, if it was level 1 at least. Doesn't really matter. They have Clone Bay. Just do the weapons and shoot them. Gotcha? Nope, not quite. Nice. You didn't check, is it level 1? No, right? 85? That's usually 70. It's level 2. That's annoying. Nice. I think we kind of wait for the moment here. I guess I can also just repair a level of engines, get repair training. It's fine, actually. Yeah, so I think we can just wait here for a minute and just like do another cycle. It's annoying like having to let them mind control, but it's kind of the best way if you want to get a crew kill here, I think. Yeah, Panhoma, that's right. I realized I don't really care if he punches engines, but it's repair training. Oh, Roymar, I'm sorry that you feel that too. Welcome to the stream, though. We all have those days. I'll be honest, I had one of those days too, for sure. I haven't streamed as much the last week. It's been a bit of a time. This is way more obnoxious. Still doing this apparently. Do I take the damage? I don't really want to take the damage. Oh, this is like really good. How they're fighting too. Yeah, I don't think you're escaping. Or surrendering. But thank you for dying, and the 6 fuel and 43 scrap. That was worthwhile. Kind of obnoxious. I'm totally just doing that to be lazy and not have to worry quite as much about their health. Because it could probably buy doors. Could probably start you on doors, honestly, instead. It's probably better at this point than just run you to sensors. That's some flack. We're gonna do this. Oh, nice. No med bay this time. So much better chance we can get a crew kill here if we like take our time a little bit. We don't have to worry about them just like healing up. We can let the flak fire is fine. Get a little training on it, but I don't really want anything firing after that. Yeah, I figured they're probably decent evasion without like the extra systems. And only 2 shields. So at this point, probably just wait for some mind control before doing too much damage to them. Oh, that's him dead. I love this, and now they're trying to like rearrange how they're positioned again. It's like, alright, I guess so. Ooh, cool. Alright, so they can go fight each other in the fire. It's fun times. I'm sure this is some kind of like rock tradition though. Like go fight in a fire pit with really good oxygen. Almost. One more shot in there should do it. Nice. It's a pretty easy one. Guess that was closer than I thought. But it was still totally fine. Yeah, so this is times where it's like measuring is just so good. It's like totally an advantage over eyeballing it. And I think an advantage over Fleet Pursuit also. I think it's a little more exacting. Because I use, if you're unaware, I use a ruler to measure. I think it's like I'd say it's the only like real advantage I use over the base game, other than like I guess the Wikipedia could definitely be considered that. Big missile. It'll probably hit us if it's the long enough cloak, which I'm guessing it is because they don't have shields. Probably has level 3 cloaking. Yeah, definitely got level 3 cloaking. Yeah, can't do anything about that. That's alright. like we can probably still save a hacking drone though, because they literally have 0 shields. For a second I thought that was going to go into weapons, and I was like, well, that sucks, but thankfully not. Perfect. Now, hopeful shots into cloaking. Nice. I'll at least be sure. Alright, that worked out fine. No double rewards, but 41 scraps, not bad. Alright, Mantis controlled or Zoltan Homeworlds? Zoltan Homeworlds is pretty tempting, I'll be honest. Like, we're pretty good against Zoltan shields here. We have a beam drone we can use. We've got a good strong volley. I think we can go there. We're a strong enough ship. And we're far enough ahead of the curve. We can be greedy. Definitely like a riskier sector to go to. Ooh, first jump star, nice. So we'll definitely do that. But we're going to do that next time. Oh man, late exit also. This is a great Zoltan sector layout. It's all clumped together. Decent chance at finding the event here. And crew member is totally fine. Zoltan shield would just be OP. But yeah, so that's going to be next time. It's getting late my time. I don't want to push it tonight. So I'm not sure when I'll be finishing this run because it's been kind of crazy lately. Like I'd love to finish it tomorrow, and if not that Friday, but I can't really guarantee anything. Hopefully at least one of those 2 days. I mean, it won't take very long, probably just like another hour, hour and a half, even at my speed. We got tons of scrap. We just do big upgrades if that store doesn't have anything. And yeah, so it's a great run. NGC is an awesome ship, fun times. Oh, hey, Dig Dug, catching me right at the end here. But yeah, so thanks everyone for coming by the stream. Check out my stats and stuff in my profile. Give me a follow if you haven't before. All those good things. And let's see if we can find someone playing some FTL to do some raid here. Oh yeah, we got this this achievement too. Yeah, thanks. You liked his name. I appreciate it.